Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate!
After seeing a 7-goal thriller yesterday in the UEFA Champions League, here we are to tell you what the world of sport is all about this morning. Good morning and welcome to Sports Recap on this particular platform. Here we get to talk about it. Of course, stories making the rounds are definitely what we'll be talking about. I'm Richard Badung and I'm not alone in the studio this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Richard. Good morning, viewers. I am Aidnan Lubem. So good to be here.
7-goal thriller yesterday, Manchester City, Real Madrid.
Yes, of course. It was a thrilling night. We saw the actions yesterday, a lot of actions. We saw Karim Benzema getting a brace yesterday and also Kevin De Bruyne getting his opener, just barely 2 minutes of action. And it was definitely a wonderful one yesterday night.
Of course, we'll get to the UEFA Champions League, but let's begin with some local stories, starting with this one. Sensational boxer Solomon Adebayo Imoleayo has recorded 6 straight technical knockouts, that is TKO wins, in his nascent boxing career, making him the most feared boxer in the heavyweight division. The catch, however, is that nobody wants to fight him right now. Imoleayo, who turned professional barely 5 months ago with his debut against Omeja Chimobi in Ibadan, has become such a terror in the Nigerian heavyweight category boxing circle that his colleagues now stay away from him. He's built to fight on the Louis Boxing Promotions show built for May 21, 2022 at the Balmoral Hall of the Federal Palace Hotel. And of course, that should be in Victoria Island, Lagos. But he cannot find an opponent, according to what we've actually noticed. General Secretary of the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, that's the NBBFC, and President of the West African Boxing Union, that's talking about Remy Aboderi, has described Imoleayo as the next good thing in the heavyweight category. Let's talk about this. None of his colleagues want to face him this time around.
Well, a good one from Imoleayo. Like you said, most of his cool boxers running away from him. Like you said earlier, he's such a terror in the Nigerian Boxing Federation. And like the sports chairman said, he has become the next big thing. He could become the next big thing in boxing. We still have the likes of Israel Adesanya. Also have, yes, in kickboxing, that's the mixed martial art. Yes. And also in professional boxing, that is Nigerian British boxer Anthony Joshua doing so well. Perhaps one day we may just see Imoleayo representing Nigeria on the international scene. But the way it's looking at this moment, it looks as if he has conquered the local scene and is one of the best and most sought after boxers.
All right, one will wonder, a man who his colleagues are scared of him, what should the world of boxing expect? Talking about the LPMG Boxing Management, which is spearheaded by Nigeria's Nelson Ayala Bow and Malik Anor, an American, is said to be aspiring, to surpass the record of the British-born Nigerian boxer Anthony Joshua in heavyweight boxing. All right, let's move away from that one now as we still talk about local scenes. Today, UEFA Champions League semi-finals will go down. And one man to watch is Nigeria's Samuel Chukwueze, who is finally flying again with Spanish side club, talking about Villarreal, after an injury-hit spell, and is looking to cause another upset after donning one of Europe's elite, talking about Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. He's full of pace, skill, and possessing a majestic left foot. The winger is the latest African talent to catch the eye in the UEFA Champions League. All eyes are currently on Chukwueze as Liverpool hosts Villarreal later today.
Well, talking about Samuel Chukwueze, one of the best wingers Nigeria has produced. Of course, the youngster doing so well. Recall that in the last game against Bayern Munich, he was able to get that winner, the last goal against Bayern Munich, which shockingly knocked out Bayern Munich out of the competition. We know that Bayern Munich is a formidable team, one of the most feared teams in Champions League, and they have a lot of record. But it's a shocking one that we saw Samuel Chukwueze getting that goal, which actually turned to be the winner of the game. And tonight, when they take on against against Liverpool at the Anfield. I think that we should be expecting more intense football because Villarreal started out like underdogs.
Of course.
But just shockingly, they've advanced to the semi-finals. And Liverpool is one of the formidable teams that has so far been in the Champions League. As for the coach, Unai Emery, recall that he's the defending champion of the Europa League last year, where they defeated Manchester United to get that trophy. And so for Villarreal, under the leadership of Unai Emery, they will be looking forward to getting a Champions League title after getting that victory last year. And I think so since they picked that cup last year, it has been getting smooth for them.
All right, just to let you know that they reached the semi-finals of the Continent's Premier Club competition for the first time, of course, in 16 years. Now he has a sight set on another member of this elite as the Yellow Submarine face six-time European champions Liverpool, who are looking for the seventh to match AC Milan of Italy. Away from that, one does to bring you into the international scene now. Matches in the UEFA Champions League, of course, went down yesterday, and like we started telling you about the Manchester City game, it was goals upon goals, moving down for the citizens and also the Madrid side. And definitely Karim Benzema is one man we will surely be talking about. Taking a look at Karim Benzema, what will you say about this particular man as he keeps the hope of Real Madrid alive?
Well, Karim Benzema, the French international, one of the best so far this season, getting a record 41 goals in all competitions this season. And of course, yesterday he got a brace. And in this season, he has been surpassed the records of Hala, becoming the highest goal scorer in the Champions League this season after getting that brace yesterday. Recall that in his last match, he got a brace. Again, he got a hat-trick against Chelsea, and also in the previous match against PSG, he also got some decisive goals. And this now has tipped him to become one of the to receive the World Best Award, because at the moment there's no player that can be compared to Karim Benzema.
Manchester United defender talking about Rio Ferdinand said, I actually asked, what are you waiting for? Crest his name on the Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
Right, he has scored 14 goals this season, matching, of course, Robert Lewandowski, and definitely is looking out to beat, as everyone expecting to get a goal or two at the Santiago Bernabeu. But do you see Manchester City qualifying?
Well, Manchester City is going to be a very difficult one, because this season alone, Real Madrid have been on the unregistered kings of comebacks. So what he did against PSG, against Chelsea, against Sevilla. Also, I think they are just on their way. That's Real Madrid, and they have what it takes to win Manchester City, but they will have to be careful by solidifying their defense, because yesterday in the game we saw yesterday, the defense was very, very poor.
All right, quickly, Kevin De Bruyne, Gabriel Jesus, Phil Foden, and of course, that man, Bernardo Silva, got the goals for Manchester City, as Karim Benzema alongside Vinicius Junior. Karim Benzema getting a brace in that game. Vinicius Junior having a wonderful goal with a solo run, beating captain Fernandinho to get that second goal before Karim Benzema scored from the sports kick there. Away from that game, other match, another game will go down tonight, like we told you earlier, the game between Liverpool and Villarreal. Although we talked about Chukwueze earlier, but now it is about who gets to the final of the UEFA Champions League, as Liverpool will be looking out to get a seventh title, and Villarreal will be bringing hopes back to themselves, as they might be facing either of Real Madrid or Manchester City. And of course, today at the Anfield, Liverpool have had a good run at the Anfield. The only loss they had this season was the game against Inter Milan, which ended 1-0. Do you see the Reds getting a positive one against Villarreal, who defeated Bayern Munich in the last round?
Well, Liverpool has been one of the best teams in the EPL this season, giving a huge title chase against Manchester City, who are the league leaders. When they take on Villarreal, like we said earlier, Villarreal are the other. It came as underdogs in the competition, and they will be looking forward to get a win at the Anfield. But there's a lot of record at history at the Anfield. They've not really suffered. They don't have much history against Villarreal. And so when they take on Liverpool later on today, we should be expecting the best from both teams.
All right, Chelsea's takeover is one making the rounds. Definitely that will come your way. Some other time, all you just need to do is to make sure you stick to the world of sports, as so much stories are surely making the rounds. Let's see. But before we go, your prediction for tonight's Liverpool against Villarreal.
Well, I see that game Liverpool 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Liverpool.
All right. Let's wait for the game to come. It's not over until it's over. Yeah, this is how we call it a wrap on today's edition of Sports Recap. I'm Richard Badun. Alongside me is
Aidan Lubem. Thank you so much for watching.